Hello again, everybody. It's Trevor at Heritage Reverse Mortgage. I am your reverse mortgage specialist. I am posting the article this week to talk about why the demand for reverse mortgages is growing and why you're hearing more and more about reverse mortgages as time goes on. Now, I've included a clip from my DVD, Reverse Mortgage Facts and Strategies, which already talks about this, talks about why more and more people are turning to a reverse mortgage as their solution in retirement. And so enjoy this clip. If you want to see the full version of Reverse Mortgage Facts and Strategies, you can Google it, search it on YouTube, or just give me a call or an email and give me your address, and I'll actually send you the DVD free of charge. And so again, I hope this is helpful for you. When you're ready to talk further or you have more questions, call me at 435-359-9000. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. You may have noticed that we hear a lot more about reverse mortgages nowadays. And the reason for this is because demand is growing. I think there are two reasons why demand is growing so quickly. The first is out of necessity. A lot of people are retiring nowadays without the ability to last long term on their limited retirement income. The second reason, however, is about strategy. The new reverse mortgage is more about helping people live strategically better in retirement. It's interesting that the majority of my clients that are doing reverse mortgages today do them because of the strategy of living better long term. And so let's dive into these two reasons a little bit more, because in my opinion, I can say with confidence that over the next 10, 20, or 30 years, a reverse mortgage is going to become as common as a 401k, an annuity, or a pension. When my generation retires in 30 years, this will be the mortgage that we use. Let's talk first about necessity. According to the Social Security Administration, 36% of retired Americans rely on Social Security as their only source of income. When we talk about primary sources of income, 48% of retired couples rely on Social Security as their primary source of income. And single retirees, that number jumps to 71%. And so roughly about 60% of Americans are relying on Social Security for their primary source of income. Now, the problem with this is that the average check from Social Security in 2016 was only $1,360. That means all these people are living on a fixed monthly income of less than $2,600 a month. Now, $2,600 may have worked in the 1980s. It doesn't really work today, and it definitely isn't going to work 20 years from now. And so for a lot of people, a reverse mortgage is the best option to be able to retire comfortably and still own their home. The second reason why reverse mortgages are becoming so common is because of strategy, as I mentioned. The graph that you're seeing now represents life expectancy in America from 1900 to about 2010. Interesting to note that in 1900, the life expectancy of the average American was only 47. We topped out somewhere around 81 in the past few years. But look at this graph over the long term. In 1935, when Social Security was implemented by the government, life expectancy was only 59. And so if somebody lived to qualify to receive Social Security benefits, they were already 3 years over their life expectancy. The politicians of the 1930s didn't expect people to live that long after retirement. Retirement was meant to last a few years, not a few decades. Now imagine what's going to happen to life expectancy in this country over the next few decades. What if we cure cancer? What if we cure diabetes or Alzheimer's or any number of other diseases that are cutting life short for Americans? There's a very real scenario where my children or my grandchildren will live well beyond 100. But how is that going to work if we continue to retire in our 60s? Now, as I mentioned, the strategy portion of the reverse mortgage is designed to help people to extend the assets that they already have. I read an article once that said that most financial planners expect their clients to live until age 85. Now, if you live beyond 85, you may be in trouble. But imagine that you could take a reverse mortgage to supplement the current assets you have now and extend them another 10, 15, or 20 years. And that's what a lot of my clients are doing.